Let's talk about another guy that maybe the process is failing, or you stick with it and you trust it. Boogie down Cousins, DeMarcus out there in Sacktown. We know how talented he is. There's no question about that, Twan. But they haven't won anything since Boogie's been there. What do you do?
It's time to get rid of him. You've switched coaches now. You've had 3 different coaches in 3 years. I think it's time you got to do away with him. I love DeMarcus Cousins. I think he's one of the biggest talents in the league. But I think you have to go to a situation and just rebuild. Then in the unique situation, his value is still very high in the league.
Right.
There's a lot of teams that would give some valuable pieces for DeMarcus Cousins. I think they need to take advantage of that. As the losses mount up, his attitude gets worse, and you don't want to run these teams away. I think people know what they're getting in him. He has 1 year left on his deal. I think you go ahead and make a move right now, right at All-Star break, and you unload for him. If you can get a couple first rounders, or you can get someone of similar ability, look at the Boston Celtics. I'll give up an Al Horford to get a guy like that, because you need a superstar, a guy who can finish and close things out. The Al Horford experiment, and don't get me wrong, it's only been 20-plus games. I'm not going to rent him out that he's not going to be good for them. But you bring a guy like this that demands a double team, that can play, that can put it on the floor, who can shoot the three. He does much more than an Al Horford. But there's other teams out there he can fit in very well too.
I look at Boogie and I see his career going down the same path as one Derek Coleman, who I love. Mm-hmm. But he would get pissed off after every mounting loss and every mounting year of just not winning. And I wonder if he's going to suffer the same fate.
Well, he's competitive. He wants to win, and you got to love that about him. I hope it's all about that. I think he's coachable.
Yeah.
I think obviously the technical fouls come from frustrating and losing. It seems like every coach likes coaching and loves his competitive spirit. They just can't control him once he gets mad. So he wants to get in this winning situation. That's the wrong one to win, because it's a big price tag coming with him in another year.
You got a lot of technicals, didn't you?
Early in my career.
Then you just kind of eased off a little bit?
Yeah, them fines hurt when you look at your paycheck.
Maybe you need to talk to Boogie.